Hello. Oh, there's a good few folks here now. Good evening. Welcome to Bilbcraft, or what is going to soon be Bilbcraft. I am just in from the shop after my daily allowed going outside for supplies. Welcome to my spare room. I'll explain a couple of parts of it. By the way, I haven't streamed in forever, so let me know how my audio levels are doing. Welcome to my office stroke spare room. This is where I've been working for the past few weeks, a couple of weeks now. A friend was staying here. She's moved out, so I've changed it all up. Earlier I was practicing violin for the first time in forever, so I have Blaha getting ready for some pizzicato if things get a bit excited on the stream tonight. I wish I could show you around this room, sorry. There's some nice things in it, maybe another time, because everything out of shot is pretty messy. It's nice and tidy in what you can see, but outside of that, it's pretty messy. Bilbo is in the other room sleeping. So the best thing I have right now are pictures of Bilbo. In stamp form. And I'm sure if he wants in, he will shout, and he'll be very audible in the background, but he wants to sleep, so he's sleeping. I don't tend to make him do things if he doesn't want to. So tonight we're going to be playing some Minecraft, and I'm just on the server at the moment, and there are 31 people online. If you want to come online and make the performance tank even more, you can go to bilbo.cat/craft. Yes, bilbo.cat/craft to get into the to get the details for logging into the game. If you're playing on 1.15.2, just use bilbo.cat, or it's craft.bilbo.cat, and you'll be able to log on however you want. I'm now just going to turn up in-game music, and we should be able to hear game music now. I'm also going to turn on Minecraft music because I usually have it off. I usually listen to other things. And let's go to Bilbcraft. So let me know how, I don't think I've ever streamed Minecraft before. So definitely let me know how, appropriate the lovely C418 soundtrack is in the background. So yes, we have 32 people online now. Is this the most people that have ever been on Bilbcraft at one time? I think it might be. Thank you very much. My voice was gentrified by 7 years in Catholic grammar school in Northern Ireland. So I have... my accent used to be a lot harsher. But that's neither here nor there. Let's just bring this music down or up a little. I'm aware that the levels that you're going to be hearing are going to be different than the levels I'm hearing. Let's bring the music... Actually, let's just bring everything else down. Yeah, and we'll keep the I'll actually put the note blocks down quite a bit because I have... Well, there's a lot of note blocks in Bilbcraft. So, by the way, there will be a stream delay for anyone watching. So if you're if you see yourself in the chat, or you're saying things in the chat and are wondering why it's so delayed. YouTube takes quite a while to process everything. But I'm gonna actually trust a Minecraft chat. So I'm gonna move the Bilbcraft logo up there. And I'm actually just noticing that because I reset quite a lot of settings. If everybody wants to come to spawn, we can get started and have a look. So let's head back to the game. So this is a good chunk of people. Oh. And then once we get going, we will go on some explorations and have a lovely fun time. Now, something that we should do just before that, though, is I have something with me, and I haven't had banana milk in a long time, and it was discounted. It was discounted in Tesco, so I got some. So I'm just going to have some in the Boy Watcher mug. I have 3 very good mugs in my life. The Boy Watcher mug, the Girl Watcher mug, and a Union Jack skull mug. They're all terrible and great in their own way. Banana milk. So this is Yazoo banana milk. It's just milk that tastes like bananas. It's very good. A player Sky says their laptop is chugging. Well, I'm about to be chugging this banana milk. If everybody could stop shooting arrows at each other, that would be great. Banana milk is one of the better drinks that involve bananas. You see that even though there's a hole in the cup, it doesn't actually the liquid doesn't come through it. It's just one of the miracles of modern science. There we go. Oh, now that's good banana milk, if you ask me. So, let's experience some Bilbcraft together then. I am going to ask, for some reason, I am seeing people's direct messages on Bilbcraft, it is an admin feature, and I can see them in any server administrator on Minecraft will be able to see them in logs. I think I can still see them. I haven't seen them in a while, but don't send anything in direct messages during the stream that you don't want to be on the stream. I don't know why it's on. It hasn't been on in months since I set 2 months now since I set up the system. Right. Let's go. So, Bilbcraft, we now have 35 people online. Server TPS, a good solid 15. And this is one of the problems with modern versions of Minecraft. As soon as you have more than like a handful of people on, it tends to be pretty lag-tastic. 15 is entirely playable, but we will see. I am using a mechanical keyboard. It is a very cheap mechanical keyboard, but I do love it, and it's very good, and it's easy to clean. And those are my three qualities that I look for on a keyboard. I want to love it. It's cheap and it's easy to clean. So I'm using stock Minecraft with Optifine installed, which is mostly a streamlining, a graphical streamlining plugin that improves performance. And I'm also using a shader pack called BSL Shaders. In this instance, it doesn't stand for British Sign Language. I think it stands for Best Shader Library or something like that. But it's very pleasant. And it makes everything just look an awful lot nicer. I also have depth of field on, so if I look at this fence, it's in focus, everything else isn't if I look slightly off. So it's just like being in Minecraft in real life. Just as bad and just as good in every way. So let's keep the server from crashing while we're doing this. This is our spawn area. I have creative mode here, so I'm just going to... the moderators can also fly, which is really only used when investigating people who are wrecking the place. But this is our spawn area. So this is where we started. Bilbcraft, again, started about 2 months ago now, and we have built a huge amount. My render distance is fairly low. Well, the render distance of Bilbcraft is fairly low, so you will probably we'll explore this in locality rather than seeing enormous amounts of things at any one time. I noticed that somebody has removed all of the books. I'm noticing that music is very loud here, so I'm just gonna bring that down. TPS or performance issues on modern Minecraft are a massive issue, and it's one of the main reasons why so many large servers still use version 1.12 or earlier. If you want to join and play, visit bilbo.cat/craft, or if you're in Minecraft already, use craft.bilbo.cat, and you need to be using version 1.15.2, which is the latest official release. So let's make a little start. So this is our spawn area. This used to be a small small Minecraft village, an auto-generated village. A few of those buildings still exist. I think over here, this is what used to be social services, which provided free food. And I think basic weapons or tools for people. This is one of the original buildings that came with the world. This is now the map shack, and we still have starter materials. None of them left. This is our spawn map, which just gives a nice overhead view. Here's where we are here. This goes off to the west, and this is Central Station, which we'll see in a minute. We now have 35 people. This is our railway map. Just put F1 there so you can see the whole thing. It's the railway map on this game has just developed so quickly. It's frightening. I know there's at least, I think, 10 or 15 more stations underway right now. So this will expand. This is also only over this is also only over ground rail and not under subway or underground. Users are just going to follow me wherever I go. That's what's going to happen here, isn't it? So shaders give us a lovely sort of more, I suppose, just more immersive sense of what this place is like. Over here we have, this is where our map used to be. It's now a very deep philosophical question. Just a note on Optifine, if I show you these banners, they are flickering. That is a render issue with Optifine, the performance mod. It has not been officially released for 1.15 yet. It's almost there, but that is one of the issues, is that flickering with certain shader packs. So this is our lovely Bilbcraft, our Bilbo Museum. That is the website you should visit. And this is just lots of nice photographs, and who doesn't like nice photographs of Bilbo? This is his Twitter profile picture. It's been his Twitter profile picture from the day he from the day he had a Twitter account, I think. Actually, it's never been changed. Here is apparently something that people still don't know, the Bilbo says trans rights. Here is Bilbo getting a pet. That's the outside beside my house, so don't try to track down where I live given the view of the manhole cover there. And these are just some boy facts. If we go upstairs, I haven't done much work on this at all, but there's just some nice little photographs of Bilbo in various iconic poses. Here's his election campaign. And this was actually considered to be the artwork for Bilbcraft, but we instead went for the microphone sort of Bilbcast style artwork. I'm going to redo it at some point, but that's what we have for now. The official banner for the server is Balimpo here, and again these are flickering, but there's still lots. So if we were to press this button, a little Balimpo banner pops down, and we can pick it up if we want. I'm going to show some of the public infrastructure and then show a lot of player builds, because there are so many right now. Again, remember this server is only 7 or 8 weeks old at this point. This is our public notice board, and we have lots of new announcements. Nether shop is open. City of Vocas by Motor West Station over in the west. Selling horses 2 diamonds each. Contact, don't know. Wonder how many sales they're doing. So let's take to the air. Stop hiding each other, moderators, please. This is actually another one of the original buildings from the village. It's now being turned into a enchanting station and public library. If we go upstairs, we can see a list of books, including our welcome book, potion guides, 3 pages of meows, Frankenstein chapter 1. Oh god, it's 45 pages of chapter 1 of Frankenstein. So again, there's a lot of nonsense goes on in this place. One of the things that we operate or by is everything is sort of commonly shared. Folks are going to have chunk loading issues while the stream is operating. I apologize for that, but that's just modern Minecraft. This is our public store. There's a pretty good culture of sharing things. There's no PvP on this server that you can kill other players, but there's a lot of sharing. People put materials, valuables and non-valuables in here. Tools and weapons. Some pretty decent, some pretty awful, but some pretty decent stuff there. And then upstairs is all unsorted storage. So there's just a bunch of random stuff up here. We really need to sort this at some point. And there's another level on top of that as well. Now, if everybody wants to come over to Bilbounce, we can see Bilbounce. This is one of the newest shops, which is an enchanted book shop, I believe. Book and Go. This is on Bean Street, which is beside Wife Street. This is Bilbounce, and this is the most dangerous bouncy castle in the game. Here's a view of the spawn area. Up and down we go. And this gives us a nice sort of parallax effect. To use it, you just stand on the pressure plates. Those teleport you up, and then you get a massive bounce. If you're not in creative mode, even if you're wearing full enchanted diamond armor and you move while doing this and land on the edges or on the street or something, you will have what's known as a very bad time. Okay, there are so many people trying to use Bilbo Bounce right now that the redstone can't actually work out how or who to transfer. Nope. Please leave the pressure plates. Oh, there we go. Our TPS is doing all right. So I'm just going to keep the server in daytime just for now. There are some very good things on this server and there are some very bad things. But let's go a bit further around spawn. This is the admin building. The administration directorate, which is where people can get cats. And they can also, via the Small Business Bureau, set up player shops. And this is quite nice. Only a few players can use those pressure plates because there's things in here that would... no, it's not really stored in there, but it's just nice. That is the administration directorate. But, you know, let's take a train. We just missed the outbound train, but we're not getting the outbound train. We're getting the central train to Central Station. Please let me on one of these trains, by the way. It's going to be very difficult to show folks if we can't get on it. So, the train station on the server is using we've got 1, 2, 3 subway trains running. The train system on the server is powered by train carts, which is a fantastic Spigot plugin. It completely automates the train system, so we actually have timetabled transport right across the map. Folks, you can sit in the front and rear carriages as well if you really want to. So let's take a ride to Central Station. Now this trains are probably going to be pretty bad just because of the server performance. Here is a little Easter egg. This is our first abandoned station. It used to be the old Central Station one. That's very loud, isn't it? So we're now in Central Station. Well, we're now under Central Station. And about to arrive at the subway station. So, welcome to Central Station Subway. All alight here. This is our terrible food court. Every train station needs a terrible food court. That's my politics. I'm pretty happy with these. These are signs, dark oak signs with grey carpet on top, and they look like quite nice tables. But let's actually catch a mainline train. Now, mainline trains on Bilbcraft are really, they sort of go everywhere. Here's our new, lovely, really happy with this information sign. There's works in the subways. The ding dong that you just heard is... Actually, let's go west first. The ding dong you just heard is the train announcement dongs. Which just ring every time a train comes in. Now, Central Station provides railway transport. It is the really the hub for the whole map. This light grey patch here is the sort of spawn urban area. And trains are regulated here, so the inner platforms here going north and going west actually hold the trains for 3 minutes to regulate the service. You can also see here where the trains go. And there's fully automated service and also countdowns for each service. This train leaves in 15 seconds, so I'm going to get in the front. And let's go west. Now, Phil, can I swap seats with you? Can you get out a second? It's fine. So we're now on the westerly service towards what would be the next? So Karai Station is the next. Here's our train hut over there for it's where we manage the trains. I think chunk loading is probably going to be an issue on this, but hopefully if there's just a metric ton of us in one place plus a train, and trains do load chunks, it should be alright. So here's Carias. I'm just going to show you a little thing here. This is an alternate player map, which is just such a lovely style. Completely sort of in-game style. It's much closer to the sort of actual style of Minecraft than mine is. We're going to leave some folks behind here potentially, but let's go. We're going west to Motor West. Some nice glass. We have 32 people. Yep. So this is perhaps some of the issues that we may experience here. And welcome to Motor West. Now I'm going to actually get out here and just take a look around some of the player builds here, because there's actually a brand new city here, which is really, really lovely. And I only saw this maybe it was last night or the night before. So it's a new city, and the style of building here is not something I can do. I really can't build like this. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now this is, I understand this is very early. Welcome to Minecraft 1.15. But this is a very early build. I think it's only been here for maybe a week and a half. Looking back at the logs, this is oh, there's a double lock. A nice little community greenhouse or bee house. Very nice. Let's head out again. And I'm actually just going to take the block out of my hand so I don't accidentally start placing them. Let's try to load some more chunks. Let's ask the server to do that. So Minecraft 1.15.2 has server-side chunk loading issues and client-side chunk loading issues. Although I probably think that's because I'm in the middle of some blocks right now, and that is true. So these builds are just absolutely lovely. Really, really, genuinely very, very pretty. They're the kind of thing, they're more sophisticated than them because of the new blocks and sort of new design philosophy in a lot of Minecraft players now, but they're the kind of thing you would see in, like, I don't know, Minecraft parody music videos from 2012. Sort of Fallen Kingdom, if I can let my heart bleed enough to say those two words together. I'm going to take some little screenshots here. So this is, again, this is really new. This is not a long established build from as far as I can tell. A lovely little small point here of using unlit campfires to just make a lovely little sort of outhouse or lean-to or something. we use, for when there's like 18 million cows or 18 million entities in one chunk, we use a plugin to nerf them. Another issue with Minecraft 1.15.2 is that entity lag is one of the biggest issues for server performance. So it'd be good to come back to see this at some point soon, to see just where okay, I'm getting in, and we're going further west. And let's see how far we get. Please don't ask me to, but if the next station will be West Plains, so if you saw a username who's on the train successfully, request to teleport them once we get there. So this is coming up. Oh, yeah. Apologies for this. This is unfortunately pretty typical Minecraft 1.15 behavior. Let's just bring the contrast down on that. See, the problem with the joy of our train system is, see, when there's like under 20 people, it runs pretty smoothly. When there's over 20 people, it is like trying to extract teeth. So welcome to West Plains. Again, this is I should say, everything west of Carrier Station is really new. This is all pretty much brand new stations. There's a train coming in. It's very cute. Oh, and here's some ghost carts. That happens occasionally. So it looks like we have a carrot farm. It's very, very nice. The sort of the map as before. I've never been over this way. It looks like I'm never going to go over that way. Nope. Can we please see the chunk? I think the server might be saving the game right now. That would explain quite a bit. The server will save the game regularly to stop progress being lost during crashes. Crashes being a pretty common feature of again these newer versions of Minecraft. Okay, so we have another 4 chunks, which is very very generous. So actually, let's just show. This is one of the railway bridges that we built. I'm really, really happy with it. This is one of my builds, and I'm really, really happy with it. Love you, Minecraft. Let's just bring it back today. It's just simpler to be able to see things. Yeah, this shader pack really does show off just how pleasant this game can look when it wants to. Genuinely very, very nice indeed. So I'm actually going to head back to spawn. But first I'm going to take a little swig of banana milk. So some of the other infrastructure that we have, God, we're at 20 TPS. I'm not sure how that's working. Welcome to Spawn Marina. So there is a project to provide as many forms of transport within the city as possible. It's a pretty serious project. This is our canal, or Spawn Canal, Spawn Canal, which provides access to the south and to the east. And will soon provide access to a lot more. Again, there are some absolutely lovely builds around Spawn, and some not so lovely, but I'm only joking. Let's take a look at one of the newer parts of the Greater Spawn area, which is Tub Tub. Now, Tub Tub is actually quite an old development in general. This road has been here since I think maybe the first week or so. But we ran out of space elsewhere in Spawn, so we've been gradually expanding to cover more and more of the map. So Tub Tub is almost exclusively player builds. There are some absolutely lovely ones. So this is Claire's Bakery, which is just. Now, I know that the leaves are swaying, which doesn't make sense inside, but just the level of detail that Claire's put into this is incredible. It is lovely. This whole area was initially built out by a player called Tubania, and the expansion that we've seen recently has been fantastic. This is the bone herding juice shop, and you can use it to buy bones or blocks of bones. It's very good. This is our Lycan Bridge. This is using command blocks, but I really like it. And we also have a new sort of large use at speed when you're actually using a boat signage system, using the billboards plugin to make the big text, which is lovely. It just adds quite a bit, I think. This is the Lycan Marina. Lycan, by the way, the River Lycan is the main river in Belfast, where I live in Northern Ireland. Izzy's Closet Underground Arboretum. I've never been in here before. Wood Guy and Wood Guy Jr. Very nice. Here you. This here is Claire's greenhouse. I'm imagining it's the same. It's the same Claire. This is just completely lovely. Just the level of detail and love that goes into all of these player builds is just so warming. Carson's Turtle Farm. Let's close the door. Yep, we're on sale. Says on the tin. I actually don't know what this is. Never seen this building before. Doesn't look like it's finished. And this is Bilbooks. And I will see Bilbooks in court soon for copyright infringement. This is Bilbook's shopkeeper. And we're just going to wait until the server actually responds again. There we go. And you can buy lots of different... 6 diamonds for a mending book is a very good price. No wonder they're out of stock. Bilbooks. I've cancelled legal action because of your prices. They're very good. So if we head over here, we have Bilbo's Potato Farm. I think I couldn't sleep one night and I just decided to build a potato farm. But yeah, it's a potato farm. It's an indoor potato farm, which isn't that common. But I am quite happy with the build. Simple enough, but I think it gets across like a style. And these are brand new. I've never seen these before. They look like market stalls. I am assuming they're not finished. No idea. But it's very cute. Yeah, it definitely must be work in progress. 35 people on Bilbcraft right now. And this is the honey house, which just goes alongside the potato farm. Welcome to Dog Vote 2020's Hedge Maze. I keep seeing McElroy references on this server, which I'm not upset about whatsoever. This is the hedge maze. I have beaten this hedge maze before, I think. So unless it's been changed. No, there's still an exit. It's good fun. I recommend it. Now this obviously is big. This is Human Boy by Pearly Drawn Cats, who's a fantastic Twitter artist. You should check her out. And I forget, there's just so many builds, I forget who built this. Whoever did build this should put a plaque underneath it saying that they built it, so that we can all be impressed. This is what subway stations look like in the map general. Now, this is an interchange station. This is Tub Lane, but the connections that it goes to are not finished. This is some of the things that we're working on. However, I'm actually going to go and show you the station that this connects to, because it is just completely beautiful. And then I'm going to come back to Tub. I might not. This is probably my favorite train station in the map. It is just so delicately. It's just so delicately finished, and well put together. This comes out to the middle of a ravine, which is being developed as well. It is just completely, just absolutely stunning. Really, really well done. So I'm going to go to Tub. So this is near Tub, and player builds that has been here really since the very early days. And there's just how close we are. There's Human Boy again. This is Tibinia's house, and speak of the devil, here's Tibinia. This is probably one of the nicest little player builds that I've seen. This is probably my favourite portal station, or Nether Portal. Just that three-dimensionality of that is lovely. And this is Tibinia's house. Again, apologies for the flickering banners. That will be fixed when Optifine comes out for real. And this is the cat campfire, which is the only campfire I ever want to be sat around. I'm only joking, I quite like campfires. But we can't go outside, so cat campfire is... I didn't know these llamas had names. Hello to Jack. Hello to Charles. Hello to Bilbo. Hello, you don't have a name either. You don't have a name. You don't have a name. Okay, the rest of these are called Bilbo. I also love B. So that is Tub. Now this is about, we've so far seen about half of the spawn area. There are a lot of other things. By the way, folks, if you're just watching the stream and you're not like playing along, temporarily log off just so it improves performance a little bit for those that are like running around and being nonsensical. So I'm going to show you, unless you obviously want to start playing, then go right ahead. I'm going to show you some of the rest of the spawn area. This is the public works, which just provides free tools for players. Probably the thing I do most frequently on Bilbcraft is come around and replace the anvils. This is a bugbear that I have with Minecraft. These things here are called grindstones, and these are used to let you grind weapons against them or tools against them to remove enchantments. So you're grinding stuff against them. I assume it spins if it was... I've used grindstones in real life, or grinders in real life. Those wear down. These have no durability. These last forever. This massive pile of iron, of steel, wears out after like 4 uses. It's the single biggest issue with Minecraft, in my opinion, apart from all the other ones. And then here's upstairs of the public works. So here is, we're now going, this is spawn south, so here's the spawn area again. This is Bilbo King. I hopefully don't need to explain what Bilbo King is. This is a nightclub called Blockhead, which is very cute. It's just extremely well done. I think Left at London was playing here, apparently, maybe a couple of weeks ago. Very nice. If we go up, this is the Lapis Kiosk. Just got Lapis. That's what it says in the tin. Welcome to the Spawn Shop District. This is probably my favourite name for a shop. This is a redstone shop called the Red Scare. Please let me in. Yep, there we go. And this is where you can buy redstone things. Just a little appreciation post for the design of observers. It's probably my favourite block in the game, just from its look. This is Bilbocraft baked chicken. Let me see if it actually says here what it's called. I love the leather dyed armor stand back there. That looks really, really nice. This is Spooky's Relic and Enchantment shop. Again, this is another player build that is just lovely. I also like the incredibly dangerous end crystals just behind a pane of glass there. And a little Nether Portal. Lovely design. I think there used to be a painting in front of this, so you could look like an invisible door. I've never been inside here. A lot of slime and ice shop. Hello, Grant. They're not bad prices. And then up this way. Oh, an elytra seller. This is Kickstarter. There's currently a contest to name the cat. Kickstarter sells fireworks. And here's some very good, very, very good artwork. There is some new space here for building. This is brand new. I might move it just because it's so big, but I might just like raise it up into the sky a bit just so there's more building space underneath it. Now we're coming up to a street that's probably the oldest on the server. And you can sort of sell from the cobblestone. We're now heading to the west of Spawn. And this is where some of both the oldest builds and some of the newest ones are as well. So here's the admin building, which we passed. Here is, we actually haven't been inside Forbidden Soup yet. Forbidden Soup is completely beautiful. It's a potion shop. That artwork is just wonderful. And you can buy all sorts of wonderful things here. It's run by Potion Seller, one of our moderators. They became a moderator after building the shop. They didn't get preferential location treatment just for being a moderator. Oh, and we also have nearly missed some little things. Kissing booth. So we can kiss cats, I assume. This is Tabinia's flower and dye shop, which, kind of like Tabinia's other builds, is just nicely detailed. It's very pleasing. And this is Stoneworks, which is under construction. Up here we have the Bilbo Hotel, or the Boy Hotel. This is a player house. That's another player house. The windmill, and a build in progress, I think. And this white building here is a design studio, which I think is still, yeah, it's still in progress. We still have a lot of spawn to go. So this is the old spawn wall. When there used to be at the auto-generated village when we started playing here. We built very quickly a defense around it to stop mobs from coming in and ruining the place. the wall is mostly gone now, but just like the wall around the City of London or the walls of Derry in the north of Ireland, it's still there and it's preserved. It's going to stay there. This is the Shulker Adoption Centre. Now I think this has been empty for a while, but it's usually where free Shulker boxes are provided. This is Snazzy as his general store. And you can buy a lot of different. I'm really not sure if your economics here, if you're selling a bucket which costs 3 iron for 2 iron, but I won't question it. This is Land's End, which is a shop selling end related materials, of course, fruit, shulker boxes. 15 diamonds for a shulker box is pretty good. End of Pearls, eyes, dragon heads, 25 diamonds again. I love that artwork. I mean, some competition actually selling fireworks. Fireworks being related to elytras, which can be used for flying. And this is Nether Better, which sells nether related underworld hell related materials. If you want a bucket of lava, you can buy them here. If you want to buy nether wart, you can buy them here. Magma blocks, fire charges, glowstone powder, nether quartz, whatever your heart demands. We have a sort of chaotic part of the map here, which I'm not complaining about at all. I like it. This is Best Friends Animal Society. Oh, so it's a cat adoption center. Very nice. This is blank. What do you sell? Oh, enchanted books. Okay. Down here we have a bar, if I remember correctly. Yep. Little bar. I think this is one of the older builds. This brick building I've actually never seen before, so I'm going to take a little look inside. Because your entrance is pretty far out of the way there, but I like it. So, we still have, by the way, in nighttime this place still looks amazing. This is a massive obstacle sort of parkour course. It's definitely one of the coolest builds in Spawn in terms of what it's like inside. It's also the ugliest build in Spawn. And that's not a lot of the stuff I build is ugly because it's infrastructure. This is the Boy Watcher mug, and I'm just going to fly backwards. The Boy Watcher mug is, again, there's a developing amount of pixel art on the server. I'm just trying to load the stuff in the background here because it's quite important for using the Boy Watcher mug. All the chunks but the ones I need to load are loading. Okay, here we go. So, if we go back to the Boy Watcher mug, you can watch the boy thread. And again, it hasn't loaded that properly because of just so many people online. But the Boy Watcher mug is functional. And you can watch boy thread. We have 69 people watching the stream right now. Hello. Hopefully this is just a nice, relaxing look around a very friendly little community. So I'm going to show folks around the social housing apartment soon. So if you own an apartment over there and want to show me around, or let me in, sorry, do go over and I'll come around. Oh dear. Turtle shop. Bazinga. This is probably one of the more wonderful and deeply upsetting builds, the Boy Temple. which I'm sure university paper could be written about. I do love the build. It's very nice. Tiny hut for really tiny guys. Does what it says on the tin. It's a tiny hut for really tiny guys. This is a bakery. Work in progress though. We'll come back to that at some point. And welcome to Thurston Waffles Park. Thurston Waffles, very, very good Twitter cat. Quite unwell. And so some of the Bilbcraft players, I think Tabania begun this, and built the park. And so now dozens of Bilbcraft players have put up cats that they love or miss, or love and miss, on signs around the wall. And there's this lovely little, this is Tabania's build. No. I've been ignored. That's fine. Wild Wool World by Henry. Using the old order system of books and lecterns. We almost missed the Hot Stuff store, which I just love the sign for. It looks even cooler now that it's flashing like that. This is just everything that's really hot. Yep, you can buy them. Everything's hot. That's what Hot Stuff sells. So, this is the Bilbcraft Spleef arena. Spleef isn't nearly as rude as it sounds. It's a very old Minecraft game. It's about a decade old now. And basically what you do is you build a big bit of snow. There's a pit below, and you use shovels to break the snow around other players and try to get them to fall down. And it's an old tradition by this point. Now I'm just going to show folks around Central Station again, like properly, and then we're going to see the social housing common apartments. This though is the Cat Cafe, which is just completely wonderful. Lovely roaring fire, and probably my favorite detail in this entire server, which are these like cat climbing things that the cats can climb on. It's just such a lovely execution of such a simple idea. Really, really pleasing. Very, very lovely. And the food bowl and the water bowl. Who couldn't like that? We're coming to Central Station very quickly now. Just a couple of other little things. We have the Glassworks refinery and studio. It's probably one of my favourite signs on the server. Sell stained glass and plain glass. And this is the aquarium. Fish. So we're now at Central Station proper with the Pride Hearts. Central Station serves a lot of purposes. We have the subway station, which we've been in. On top, we also have a Elytra landing platform. So if you're flying with Elytra, you can fly into spawn here, land, and come down to the Elytra hub here, which basically brings you right into the air. I think about 500 blocks in the air, and just makes you face a certain direction so you can fly. Say we want to go east. Now we're flying east. We can see I have an Elytra on, and I'm going to fly straight down. But if you kept going straight, you would go about 3 kilometers, give or take. So I'm flying with the Elytra right now. So we've seen the platforms, the overground rail platforms already. We also have the end portal, which brings us into the end dimension. I wasn't expecting to be brought back to my spawn point, but since we're here, nice and kind man. Let's go back to Central Station. just a couple more things here. The Nether Portal, which brings you to, again, the Nether. Nothing massively surprising. This guy sells totems of undying. And we have a growing sort of highway. There's less and less signs on this every time I see it. Probably because of things blowing them up. But it works. Let's go back to Central Station. And take a look at the Central Apartments. So the Central Apartments are social housing. So public housing. Free. This is the first of N social housing apartments blocks. We've only needed one so far, but we'll probably be opening another one very soon. So we have a full list of who lives here. I'm in room 40. But there's a whole smorgasbord of people who live here and have lovely little homes. Okie dokie 7. This doesn't look like a house. Oh, it is. It is a house. I'm just being very normative of what a house means, perhaps. Well, it is an apartment. It's not a house. Sly skeleton. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. Milky Whitcop. I love the sofa. That's such a nice... That's so pleasing. When you get down into the minutiae of building in Minecraft, it can be pretty difficult sometimes to make the sort of... That's empty so far. It can be pretty difficult to make that detail really pop out. In more recent versions of Minecraft, it's more easy with the improved stair physics and... There's a pet shelter. Not sure what to think about that. Let's close the door. And we can head up. Sky Bunny Inn? No. I'm trying to keep to... Okay, here's Spooky's, one of our moderators' apartments. I love this. This is very, very nice. That's a lovely lamp design with a honeycomb and 2 end rods. Lovely little desk. Standard quartz stairs there. Oh, I love that fridge design. That's so much better than a door. The old Minecraft fridge design is 2 iron blocks, and these are quartz blocks. 2 iron blocks and an iron door, but that is so much better. Very, very cute indeed. See, you can really get ideas going. This is such a lovely little build. Very, very nice. Again, there's no need to do any of this apart from the love for it. This looks empty. King Crimson apartment. Let's go forest in there. 2 apartments to people who are, because you know, folks might have unfinished. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I could start. Who do we have here? Postbox. Oliver. Scarab Bunny. Let's go up a floor. Drag both to some. Trans flag on the ground there. Very nice. So I'm just going to go up to the top for the next floor. Really, really nice. Some folks here. A laddie. Oh, this isn't allowed on Bilbcraft. Very, very cute. I like that a lot. That's a fantastic path design. I've never seen that before. King size. Do we have any more? Oh, we have Tibania's place. I think the server might be saving the game right now, or struggling. So I'm just gonna go in as a Bulimpo. Very cute. What's my ping like? My ping is apartments. Design. See, that's the fridge design that I use until now. Very, 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 very nice. And I'm going to need to fly around because there's blocks there to stop people jumping in. This is my apartment. See, that's my fridge design. Or not my fridge design, but it's the one that I use. Lovely views of Central Station. And yeah, it's actually not terribly far off my apartment. Like the layout, it's sort of, if you sort of twisted the whole thing by 45 degrees, it's kind of what it would be like. But it does the job. I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to show you the bathhouse, and then we can visit one or two last things in spawn, but then we're going to get out of spawn because we are already an hour and 10 minutes into the stream, so there are so much else to see. Here's the bathhouse. I love this. It's just such a pleasant little space. It looks amazing on this texture pack as well with the water. This is Scarabunny's bathhouse with a sauna. So, before we head out of spawn, let's just take a look at Memoriam Park, which just remembers some Kirby, some cats who are no longer with us. This is PP of PP's Playhouse, which is my build. And once the chunks load, we will see. My ping is down to something usable now, which is good, but we still need these chunks to load. Yep, definitely not clan side issue. Here we go. So here is PP Playhouse. PP the cat. I'm really happy with this design. It's even got his little sort of like funny eyes and his multicolored color. A few other things just before we get going to the north. Here's our Central Station again. Oh, we also have an in progress. Well, the tracks are all laid. We just haven't done the signaling yet for freight and express travel. This is the train house where we manage all of the trains, so we can like remove them all, re-establish the lines. We can visit different maintenance rooms. So let's go to, where shall we go? First of all, we can go to East Plains to see the communal farms. We have, again, there's more communal infrastructure. So here's our station design. And this is just a little communal farm, which is, people are being very careful not to ruin, which is always good to see. This farm benefits from being so close to a railway because the chunks get regularly loaded, at least close to the railway, so it's understandable that the melons down here don't grow nearly as quickly as the melons up here. Now, this is Melon Defender, and someone has broken this, that's fine. And let's put Melon Defender here. There's Melon Defender. Thanks. And then this is an indoor greenhouse. work in progress still, I think. Oh no, it actually looks, at least in this front section, pretty done. It's really, really nice. And some player builds as well. So this is a bakery, I think. Yep, Baker Boy. It's very, very pleasing. With a little flower forest style design there. So we can go to any of these places. I'll probably go to Vive Village next, because it's a new development. And then maybe go to Dinvik, and then maybe to Altnabreak. Let's go first to Vibe Village, or Vibe City, or Vibe Town. Vibe City. There's a distinct lack of standardization for the name. Maybe one will catch on. Turtles. So welcome to Vibe Village. This is actually a really new part of the map, with a lot of players going really far west. I think, how far are we west here? We're 8 kilometers west of spawn right now. Each block is a meter, so 8,000 meters west. So not insignificant. And it looks very prismarine based. Quite a nice. It's definitely has its own sort of design language. And then this connects to the east-west main line, which brings people back into spawn. And we have the sort of admin moderation team which manages the railways, and we're currently upgrading them all to be more complicatedly signaled. So let's go to the mod house, which I haven't spent any time in. Another sip of the banana milk. I'm imagining there's quite a lot of people teleporting right now to get to the places that we are going to. Where is the underwater part of Vibe City? Oh. Let's go back. Let's see the underwater part of Vibe City. I didn't know it existed. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. This is just... I've never seen this before. And it is just completely beautiful. Divinia's vibe. Again, just such attention to detail. Underwater abode. I'm assuming that's the thing that gives you the channeling thing. A nice sort of heart of the sea style thing here. I didn't know you could place armor stands underwater. I thought they broke underwater. House orb. This is the kind of stuff that, again, I've never seen this before. I didn't know it existed. And I always think it's a really good thing when there's so much going on that a server admin who I play every day on this server whenever I can, doesn't know half of what's going on. I think it's a really good sign. So I'm going to go to mod house, which, there we go, got given a warp. Moderators and myself can use the warps. We only use them. Didn't know that was going to be upsetting, but that's pretty upsetting. This is mod house. still don't know what mod house is, but I appreciate it. I assume it's a house for the moderators. But as somebody who lives in social housing, public housing in real life, I think my main house is still going to be in the public housing at Spawn. I really like this though; it's very nice. So let's go to Dimbic. This was one of the, just in time for the trains. This was one of the first sort of player villages that was built on the server. Very nice, high amount of traffic. Who's this? Linny. A high amount of traffic. The web map is currently, I'm having some issues with it, so I've taken it offline for a little while I resolve those. The wall's got an upgrade, but once the web map is back up at bilbo.cat/craft, you'll be able to explore from an overhead view anyway, all of these builds yourself. But again, there's nothing like, absolutely nothing like jumping on, grabbing a train and going to whatever takes your fancy. But yeah, Dimbic is growing as well, and I think we'll continue to. Now we also have some really sort of far north development. This is as far north as the railway goes right now. And there's a place called Rapture, which is underwater, really far north. I think it's like 15 kilometers north. I could be wrong about that, but it's very far north, or 10 kilometers north maybe. But somebody is on their way to on the way to Rapture. Welcome to Rapture. So this is the mainline railway. Mainline railway comes in here, Rapture interchange, and then we can take the subway station, which I built maybe a week or so ago, and the subway station brings you down to the actual. We're going to continue having chunk loading issues. We are is there anyone closer to actual Rapture? No. Nether Portal, please keep door closed. This is a light grey glazed terracotta. Did I get that right? Yep, light grey glazed terracotta. Which is a lovely block. And this is a subway train, which brings you right underwater. See the fish? Where's a fish? Come on. I am not aware of the lighthouse. I will take a look at it soon. Welcome to Rapture, which is, I haven't seen this before. I like that, very art deco. Oh, that's what this is going for. It's art deco. I had never clicked before. What? I haven't been here in a while. So this is either the Libertarian Party headquarters or a shopping mall, and I think it is the latter. and it looks very nice. Is that a Henry Hoover? I think it might be a Henry Hoover. Oh, it's just a villager head. So this is Rapture. I love these banners. Can somebody show me to the lighthouse? Lenny. Yes. Let's go see this lighthouse. Okay. Water elevator. I love water elevators. This was such a... one of those... well, not one of those features you didn't know you wanted, because everybody wanted water elevators, but it's such a quality of life improvement for Minecraft. I really don't know what to think about this artwork. Oh, so here's the railway going underneath, going up to the interchange station up there. Oh, I like this. That's very, very nice. Beacons just make everything better in moderation. You can definitely overdo it. Another swig of banana milk. Also, while I remember, shout out to E45 cream. It's getting me through a lot right now. We have been going for an hour and a half at this point. And I think I'm getting to the point of tiredness that I'm going to need to... I love this interchange station. It's just such a lovely design. I'm not sure about that achievement name. If there's one other place, what final place shall we visit tonight? We'll visit one more place, and then I will see if the cat is here, and if he is here, I will bring him in for a second to say hello. I will go to the bee shop. The bee shop is very good. Lou's bee shop, very, very good. All purchases now include complimentary curvy bee. Oh yes, large Bilbo. So I'm going to go, the final place that we're going is large Bilbo. So if you join Bilbcraft for the first time, and if a moderator can come here to /warp space first spawn and then let anyone TPA to them so that other people can see it, we're not getting many chunks. But this, if you log on to Bilbcraft for the first time, this is what you'll see. You will hopefully, well, whenever there's a normal amount of players online, you will see more than this. You will see the surroundings. But this is first spawn. Okay. Let's try to load some chunks. Because the last thing we want to see is large Bilbo. So this is... so yeah, if the mods can just let anyone TPA to get here, just to show people what first spawn looks like, and make sure you're standing on the ground when people are teleporting to you. So the first time you come on, you see, welcome to Bilbcraft. This is your view. People keep taking the books, which I need to prevent. I know how to prevent that, I just need to do it. Welcome to Bilbcraft, please read the rules. You see the rule book. And then you get a little sort of explanation about how we share, and we have free transport, and we don't have a currency, and if you need help, we have mods, and find your way around with the map online. And then you get out here and it says you can spawn to visit the world. And this is large Bilbo. He's just Bilbo but large. And we have phantoms because people haven't slept, so I'm just going to kill all the mobs. This is large Bilbo. So, there are 31 people online. If we want to get a spawn selfie, just before we go offline, we can come to spawn. Everyone just slash spawn. And if I'm going to be in it, so come beside me and like look the same direction, ideally, that would be great. And we'll just give people a couple of minutes to do that. And while that's happening, I'm going to go to see if Bilbo is in my home. So I'll be back in a minute. So Bilbo is not here. Bilbo is not here. He's out. But I do have small Bilbo. We did just see large Bilbo, so here's small Bilbo. Lovely little thing. So let's take a screenshot. Can I see everybody in screen? So if everybody can stop doing all of that and look in the same direction as I am, as if there's a camera up there. I'm just going to take a lot. 3, 2, 1. Now would you look at that? Just taking a load of screenshots, so I'm sure we'll have a couple that work, and I'll put them up on Twitter and in the Discord. So as the see, my brain's getting tired now. As the No. As the outgoing for the stream, because we had so many people here, shall we play the Bilbcraft theme tune? Now, I'm actually just, because I've been looking in the background here to see if I actually have an MP3 of the Bilbcraft theme, but I don't. So I'm going to just try to wing it. And play it off one of the actual recordings. So let's bring Minecraft music down. So if you want to play Spleef while we listen to the Boyzone, that's absolutely fine by me. So just gonna chill. I'm gonna one final top up of banana milk. Lovely. Lovely. I hope this has been a nice relaxing stream. I know it's been a really difficult time for so many people. And I know, being serious one moment, I know that the messages that Bilbo and I receive on Twitter, via email, to the Bilbcraft account, to his own, to mine, are just always so incredibly meaningful. And it's clear that a lot of people find a lot of humour in Bilbo stuff, but also a lot of people use cats and the sort of safety that they bring to do a lot more with that, and to feel genuinely very safe. I think Bilbcraft is another one of those little spaces where I know I go on to chill and relax, and I know a lot of other people do as well. So if you're looking for a space that you just need to relax for, and maybe flex a creative muscle, you're terribly welcome anytime. You'd be incredibly welcome whenever you want to come along and get involved. So without further ado, this has been a Bilbcraft stream. I'm going to do these again. So hello and welcome to Bilbcraft. This is episode 1. Bilbcraft is a very relaxed, very happy Minecraft server that's simply just a lot of good boy friends building. My name is Ellen Murray. I'm a cat is called Bilbo, a big orange boy who has tens of thousands of friends online. This is the Bilbo intro script, by the way, in case you don't know. You can find out more about Bilbo at his website, www.bilbo.cat. You can support the production of this Minecraft server from a few dollars a month at bilbo.cat/support. Today's Patreon supporter of the episode is... don't have one prepared. Francis, I know that name in the Patreon. Thanks for your support. Finally, I've been working on some other projects. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll probably know these already. Bilbo and I have a publishing contract, a publishing deal, a book deal. And we're launching it with Unbound, which is a large crowdfunding publisher. And that's being launched on Monday. If you want to see that sneak peek, join the Discord server at ellenfromnowon.co.uk/Discord. That's ellenfromnowon.co.uk/Discord. So that's coming out on Monday. But we will just finish up here very quickly by listening to the Rubber Bandits play. And I'll fade out towards the end. And that'll be the end of our stream. And we'll do one another time soon. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined. For the, I think, 56 different Minecraft accounts that logged in during the stream or just before the stream, and for all of the electrons that helped keep it running. Thanks to the Rubber Bandits for the use of our theme song, Boyzone. After this, it's the end of the stream, but if you want to listen to the Bilbcast for some 30 or so minutes of Bilbo purring, which fades out slowly at the end, you can go to bilbcast.cat or bilbo.cat/bilbcast. The Catalonian government is getting quite a bit of money from me, from all those .cat domain names. It's the sound of a much-loved son, a high-quality man, a happy boy. And without further ado, welcome to the Boyzone.
It's a zone for boys. A zone with buys in it. You'll never be alone in a zone full of buys. Step into the zone with buys in it. The zone itself is often shaped like a buy, 'cause it's a buy zone. It's a buy zone. There's no girls allowed in the buy zone. It's a zone full of buys. Zone with buys in it.
You don't need to hear that little bit at the end on Bilbcraft. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. And yeah, we might make this a regular thing, maybe on a Friday night. May as well. We're all stuck inside, so we may as well have a nice time while doing so. So I'm going to finish up the rest of my banana milk and have a relaxing time. I'm going to go into the living room and chill. The cat will probably come home pretty soon. Usually he's home at this time, or around 10, which is in 20 minutes. And yeah, see you again soon. Go see Bilbo's good tweets on Twitter. Go see my bad tweets on Twitter. And I hope you all have a very relaxing evening. I'm going to continue with some of that lovely jazz and just play it out for a couple of minutes that we had at the start. And one final reminder, I'm recording a special Bilbcast really soon, which is just messages that Bilbcast listeners send to each other anonymously. So if you have a message to people listening to Bilbcast during this really difficult time, send it to @Bilbcast on Twitter and we'll stick it in. And I'll be recording it like this with some really gentle music and Bilbo purring in the background. And it might just improve a couple of people's days. So let's start. Thanks very much. This is categorized as glamorous jazz. So see you soon, and see you on the bad website. Cheerio.